It's Tuesday. We're a day late and a dollar short, as Martin Brundle would say.
Indeed.
We'll have a wander around, and we'll also chat about TWR's new Supercat, because you went to see that, didn't you?
We had an exclusive preview.
Yep. And now we're allowed to talk about it, so we'll talk about it.
Yep.
So, biggity bop. Boop. So you went down to Podium, didn't you, to look at this TWR?
Yes. So
The Supercat.
Top Gear had the exclusive reveal on it.
Which is out now, isn't it? On it?
Yeah, let's check it out. John very kindly allowed me to have a look. As soon as you walked in, you had to hand in your mobile phone.
Yeah.
And put it in a security pouch, which was locked, and they gave it back to you. So it's like a proper press launch. Like,
yeah.
You know, we used to do back in the day.
When you used to go MAHA and stuff like that, as well, it was the same, wasn't it?
Totally.
This was at Podium, wasn't it?
That's it, yeah.
So John, who owns Podium and who came on our tour to Spa, and like we built him his supercharged GT and his blue twin turbo and stuff like that. This is his company. This is his project. So does look baller. Supercharged V12 restomod XJ-S, pretty much, in it.
Yep.
It looks mental. So I hadn't seen the finished car properly yet. So going through the video, like MoTeC 1212 dash, and they'd reimagined all the original gauges onto it as well.
That's pretty cool.
So it looks good, doesn't it?
But it
looks mental.
Yeah.
Looks mental. That in British Racing Green, mate, that should sell like hotcakes.
Yep. They're making 88, celebrate the 1988 Le Mans win.
Right, okay.
And then talking about doing other projects.
Yeah.
You know, not just Jags.
No. Once you've kind of broken the first one, you're all right.
Yeah.
Because you've figured out how to build a car then. So he's put the infrastructure down there is unreal. It is mental. So where when we went and done Al Fagan's
the live podcast, yeah.
It's downstairs there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're up in a members area. So I think you got a load of footage to go in now, haven't you?
Yeah, we did a walk around. So we see inside it, we see the engine, see all around the outside of the car, and a quick interview with Khyzl Saleem, who designed it. Who's the Kaiser on Instagram.
Yeah.
So this is the TWR Supercat UK reveal, and we've been invited to Podium Place by John Kane. Very kindly invited us over. No Ricky tonight, he can't make it, so you'll have to make do with Davlar. This thing is insane. Let's have a look under the engine. So V12 engine, supercharged, 600 plus brake horsepower. Look at the air intake, more carbon, and huge Rotrek centrifugal supercharger providing the boost. I think Rich at TTS will be pleased to see that in there. I mean, literally, it is a work of art. Full carbon bodywork, wide arch. Look at the carbon on those headlights. That big aggressive splitter. Awesome carbon vents in the bonnet. There's the iconic TWR badge. Also with some carbon in it. You can see the carbon on the bonnet. So much attention to detail with this. Side exit exhaust, which you heard earlier. AP Racing brakes in there, if you can just see through.
Carbon ceramics.
Carbon ceramics, of course.
AP Racing calipers.
What size are the wheels?
18, 19.
Yep. Everywhere you turn, there's another angle to take in, isn't there? And then we've got the diffuser underneath, carbon again.
Massive luggage space.
It's a proper GT, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fit Ricky in there?
Yeah, easy. Fit 5 of them.
Yeah. Let's have a look inside. So again, more carbon on the sills. And look at those seats. And all the switch gear, Aluminium. Manual gearbox. And there's the iconic TWR steering wheel. And the smell of leather in here is amazing. Again, the air vents, CNC machine from aluminium. Same with the heated controls. The attention to detail is absolutely insane. The engine start button. So this is a reimagining, a resto mod, if you will, of the XJ-S from TWR. So Tom Walkinshaw, back in the day, ran successful motorsport teams, and now Fergus Walkinshaw's taken over the mantle for the modern TWR, along with business partner John Kane. John, who came with us to the spar in the ring. This thing's insane. So just 88 of these are going to be made, and that's to celebrate the Le Mans victory in '88. Guide price of 225,000 plus taxes. And obviously, I'm sure there's some good options you can put on there. You can have it left-hand drive, you can have it right-hand drive, you can have it any colour you want, you can have any interior trim you want. Absolute monster. So I've been lucky enough to grab Khyzl, the main man behind this absolute monstrous car behind us. Khyzl, what's it like to see this finally come to fruition?
It's just a surreal moment. It always is, you know.
Yeah.
It's always a moment that renders me speechless in a way. But for this one in particular, it's very special just because it's my first ground-up design. It's not a body kit on a car. It's a purpose-built car that I've had the opportunity to design, and yeah, it makes me nervous seeing it in this form, but it's, you know, yeah, I'm very honoured.
Did you think, going back to sort of your early career when you were working on 3D renders and things like that, that it would get to this stage with a, I hate to say it, a real life car? It sounds a bit cartoony.
So I mean, for the last few years, you know, my background is more in game and film and kind of automotive design in general. But you know, I worked on Need for Speed and Star Wars, and that was my kind of background. And then I started my own body kit company, LTO, designing kits. And the main goal behind that was people could take those kits and they could make something their own from it. To go from that, I knew I always wanted to kind of make my designs real, but working with the right people is key as well. So to be approached by TWR to work with Magnus is an incredible opportunity, and working with an XJ-S as a base, you know, Mark and Say's original design is iconic in itself. It has a very recognizable silhouette. I just felt it never got the love it deserved. It never had its moment in the line, you know, it never had its spot in the limelight. And I think particularly from a design perspective, my design language anyway is very 70s, 80s influence. Your IMSAs, your Trans Am, you know, Lister, Koenig, that kind of era, I absolutely adore. So to kind of have the opportunity to work with a team that has engineers like Fergus and, you know, all the heritage that the TWR brand has behind it, working with an ex-Mercedes F1 aerodynamicist to make everything that's designed fully functional as well on the car is a special opportunity, and I love it. You know, lots learned. It's, you know,
And there it is. Awesome. The next question is, where do you go from here? What's next?
There's some things I can't talk about, but there's plans.
Fantastic. Look, really appreciate your time, Khyzl. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Right, I don't want to get up. I'm under the heater and it's warm.
Should we wheel you around like an invalid?
Yeah. A new guy.
Oh.
I know. What's your name and where are you from?
Tom, I'm from Swindon. I came from BMW, and I'm here.
Right.
Dave's fuming.
Get on with it.
Don't put the microphone. Do you need the microphone now?
Just
So you
get
know?
What? So we can call you a prick?
No, why are we being mean to me? Can we be mean to?
Why are you being mean to Nathan?
Yeah,
we've
HR is sat right here.
We've started off.
Can't hear you either.
Nathan is the favourite. Stop being mean to Nathan.
Oh God, like that's good.
That's on camera. Thank you,
Right. Okay.
Tom.
Yeah. Welcome, Tom.
Thank you.
We know where the fire escape is, don't we?
We do know where the fire
Yeah.
escape is.
We know how to make tea.
Yeah.
Job's done. Health and safety induction sorted.
Know where the fridge is.
I haven't moved the mic, have I? This is going to be an awful video to edit, mate, I'm afraid.
Most of them are, to be fair.
Wow.
Right.
Caught in the act. Look. Doing no work.
Oh, look.
Right. Mezzets, gearbox is back in, fixed, all done, new clutch.
Oh,
So Matt's just put in trims and bits and pieces back on so that can come off a ramp.
that's got to be a relief to see the back of that.
Yeah. That'd be a good one. So that's okay. Yeah, it was quite nice feeling when that one was all right. Oh, it's a shame we got rid of the clutch, didn't we? When we scrapped yesterday. Yeah. But that was a bit of a state. So he's got to finish, get the trims back on this, then we can get it off a ramp. Then you can put the inlet manifold back on the blue one. So that's all done. Mitch is doing Tony's Hurricane. He's just sold his Gen 2 R8. I've looked after Tony's cars since I started, and he's just swapped it for this Hurricane, and it's immaculate to be fair.
Looks mint.
So it is nice. Finished MLS, fixed the oil leaks, fixed the suspension control module. I had an absolute nightmare trying to get the suspension control module to code up. So VCDS would talk to everything, but if I put Otis in, it wouldn't read out the chassis number. And then because it couldn't read out the chassis number into Otis, it wouldn't code the control module. And I spent a day and a half trying to sort this. So I coded it on another car through the test plan, and then it doesn't give you any indication it does this. What I didn't realize is it codes the chassis number into the car, into the suspension control module.
Oh.
So I did that, plugged it into this car, and it went incorrectly coded, wrong VIN. So then I had to fix the comms issue, and it just wouldn't find gateway on Otis. That's the only thing it wouldn't do. You could go in and do certain things, but VCDS is mint. It would do everything in VCDS. So I tried a gateway module. I checked all of you can see it. I checked all the lives and earths to the T16, which is a adapter. And then in the end, this is a gateway module. So this is what talks to the drivetrain, the convenience, and the infotainment bus. And this is what translates, because they run at different speeds.
Yep.
And this is what translates the speeds up and down and transfer messages across buses if they need to. But also how this wires directly to that. Checked continuity, fine. Checked resistance, fine. Checked for crossover, fine. Between the T16 and the gateway module, no issues. Run 2 new wires in, perfect. So I have no answers. So all I'm going to do is rewire the 2 CAN bus wires between the T16 and the gateway module. So that's called the diagnostic CAN. So I'll rewire those, and then car's mint then. So that's all done. So that's fine. You can see, look. Hey mate, you right? Just filming. So that's the flooring going
That's
down.
the
Look.
floor.
It's cool, isn't it? Ceiling's up as well. I think we showed that last week, didn't we?
There we go.
So they've got to wire the lights up Thursday, Friday, and put sockets and that in. And then, yeah, literally, last little bit. So it'll be boring here when it's done.
That's transformed already, isn't it?
It's mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to look trick. Watch that glue behind you, Dav. Scrap's gone. Cal's been sorting the bikes out, trying to get the R1 ready for Spain. And getting through everything because the R6 has got to be sold.
Yep.
So he's been working through bits and pieces. New extendable reels have turned up. New bearing pullers turned up. I've got to hang on a wall, but I need to get the stairs out of the way so then we can put everything in the corner.
Yep.
And I don't want to move all that lot until the engine room's moved over. So we're getting there slowly. Apparently, some guys, I've had someone say I need to do a shout out to some lads in New Zealand. Hang on, mate. Mikey and Mike at AH Gears. All right, chaps. So yeah, I had someone say about them. What else? We've got to send out the Carlies.
Yes.
So everyone commented on the Instagram. So we picked some winners. So we will message you,
Do that.
and Kate can send them out.
We've still got a couple of vids to go from our
Spa trip.
Spartan ring trip.
Yeah.
Somebody asked how much for the stairs.
Free. If you've messaged me asking how much for the stairs,
CRM carpentry.
CRM Carpentry, come and get them. I want them out of the way.
Free to collect.
Free to collector. Just have to bring biscuits. And Kate, what do you want? Bottle of wine? Bottle of Prosecco? Bring us some bubbles.
Happy days.
Free stairs for bubbles. Not as in, call me bubbles. Call me bubbles, darling.
Or MJ's chimp.
Yeah. She's giggling like she's going to say something. She's going to bite her tongue. What were you going to say? Come on, I'm a big boy. I can take it. Yeah. Never mind. Message Kate and ask her what she was going to say. There you go. That's this week's comment.
You know they will now.
Be a lamb and smash the buttons.